At the end of 2024, I finally took the plunge and joined iRacing. Now, a full year later, my membership is up for renewal. So what better time to look back and ask the big questions? Was it worth it, and will I be renewing? I actually grabbed my membership on the Black Friday sale last year, and honestly, I was a little nervous at first. I had heard some horror stories of people raging over voice chat if you had so much as breathed in the wrong direction, and having to compete against the sweaty tryhards was not something that really appealed to me at the time. But once I got into it, I was pleasantly surprised. So let's roll it all the way back to where every iRacing career begins, in the MX-5 in rookies. That little Mazda was a handful at first, but once I got the hang of it, I started to feel quite competitive. In fact, I actually bagged my first race win at Oulton Park just a few races in, and let me tell you, that first win hits a little different. After graduating to a D license, I jumped into the GR86 series, tried a little bit of the production car challenge, and sprinkled in some more MX-5 races. Those early races were all about learning the physics engine, figuring out car control, and honestly, just surviving at times. But when season 1 of 2025 rolled around, I decided to lock in on one series, which was the old Ferrari Challenge series, which used the Ferrari GT3 car. Now, my very first race in the Ferrari Challenge was at Daytona, and I actually won it. Straight out of the gate, I thought, okay, this is it, this is my car. But reality hit fast. GT3s are brutal when you overdrive them, and I had my fair share of spins, tangles, and rookie mistakes. Still, I kept grinding, and by the end of the season I'd raised my I rating from 1.7k to 2.2k. Finished third in my division and cracked the top 120 overall in the Ferrari Challenge series, and I was buzzing after that. So for season 2 I decided to spread my wings a little. I tried Formula cars, dipped into ovals, and kept the Ferrari Challenge going. Formula was where I really clicked, pushing my I rating to 2k, while ovals were more of a mixed bag, bouncing around between mini stocks, draft masters, and even a little ARCA by the end of the season. I was sitting at 1.7k in ovals, 2k in Formula, and around 2.4k in sports cars at the end of season 2. But here's the thing, I started stressing way too much about the numbers, and every race felt like my I rating was this big shadow over my head, and that sucked the fun right out of it. So midway through season 2, I made a mindset shift. I stopped caring about my I rating and started caring more about the racing. That change alone brought the fun flooding back. I wasn't scared to queue up anymore, I was just there to race. Season 3 rolled around, and season 3 was the big one. I threw myself into the Porsche Cup series. This car is a monster. No ABS, no traction control, no aids whatsoever, just raw pace and punishment for every mistake. Combine that with stacked fields and insane participation, and yeah, it was the hardest racing I've done yet. I also kept pushing on the oval side in ARCA, got a few wins, cracked top split for the first time, and kept inching closer to that 2k mark. But the Porsche Cup was where I really grew. At first I was spinning away good results and sitting stuck around 2.3k I rating. But as the season went on, something clicked. I started getting consistent top 10s and top split, started to really understand how to dance with the car, sliding it, balancing it, pushing it right to the edge. And by the end of the season, I was flirting with 2.6k and holding my own top split races. It was tough, but man was it rewarding, and I love driving that car. So the $1 million question, was iRacing worth it over the last year, and will I renew? Well, for me, absolutely. The competition is incredible, the scheduling means you can jump in at almost any time, and the variety of cars and tracks keep it fresh. Honestly, iRacing has held my attention longer than any game has in the last 10 years. But let's be real, iRacing is expensive. You can buy a car here and there and that'll be fine, but the tracks are where it really hurts. If you chase a series like Porsche Cup, you're buying a lot of them. Still, the investment kind of locks you in, and I don't regret it. So yeah, I'm renewing for another year. I've had an absolute blast so far with iRacing, constantly updating, new series to try and plenty more challenges to chase. I can't wait to see where the next 12 months takes me. So if you've enjoyed this look back at my first year on iRacing, hit that like button, drop a comment with your own iRacing experiences over the last year, and of course subscribe if you want to join me over the next year. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.